Hi, this is Don Bremer. I wanted to show you how to put in a automatic slider in your WordPress installation. So I have a brand new installation up here, Student 6, and if I click on Student 6 here, I also have the back end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a particular plugin, and this plugin, I'm going to add a new one, and this one's called the Nivo Slider. So I'm going to say Nivo Slider. And when I do, boom, this one comes up. It's a great jQuery slider, just something that makes a nice details as they slide across. I'm going to click on details, and it's going to say how to do it. There's also a video on showing you how to use it. But what I want to do is I want to go here to installation, and I want to grab this piece of code right here, insert blah, into your template file. So I'm going to select it, hold down the control key, and then hit C as in Charlie, and that should put it onto my clipboard. I'm now going to install the slider. We're going to see that it will unpackage and successfully, and I'm going to also activate the plugin. Boom, comes up, and right there we can see that the slider is ready to go. I'm now going to create a couple of posts about movies that I like. I'm going to go here to movies, and I'm going to first go to my categories, and I'm going to create a new category for my movies. So I could just have that in my slider. I'm going to say that this one's called Slider. Now add the new category, and boom, now I've got a new slider category. And if I go here to a post, I'm going to add a new post. And the first one, I'm just going to say is the Matrix. And if I wanted to put, I could put in an entire post here, something about the Matrix, but it's not really going to show up as the caption to the page or to the picture. I'm going to have to do that within the picture itself. So I'm going to slide down here, and it says the featured image. I'm going to click on Select Featured Image. I'm going to select it from the files, and I should have one called Movies. And this one was the Matrix. Double click, and it brings it up. Now, the one thing I want to impress upon you right now is that I've made each one of these 400 by 300. That's quite important, just because it'll make life a lot easier when they slide across. Otherwise, you'll have artifacts of what's behind there, and it'll also pick the largest one to make it the default size. Making it a certain image size all the way through is very easy to do in GIMP, and that's also one of my classes. Under the title here, it just says Matrix, but I wanted to say something here. It's like one of my favorite movies with Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus. All right, I could put alternate text in there, but I'm going to now say that it's just a regular full-size image, and I'm going to use this as my featured image. I save, and I'm going to say Save All Changes. In my post, whoops, I'll close this down, and in my post I can see that I have a featured image, and then I'm going to make it part of the slider, and say Publish. I'm going to add two more, add a new post. This one's going to be Star Wars. Something about Star Wars. And my featured image. Select files. Star Wars. Comes through. Again, I made this one 400 by 300. And Star Wars first came out in 1976, and then the last one was made in 2007, I think. Again, full size. I'm going to use this as a featured image and save all these changes. Close. I'm going to again put this to my slider category and publish. Add a new one. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Put it in the slider category, and the featured image is going to be Raiders. I'm just going to keep Raiders there. In fact, I won't even put a title in there. I will use this as the featured image and save these changes. publish. And then the last one I'll put in here is a fourth one, Battlestar Galactica. And so the slider image and featured image, Battlestar. Again, no particular title. Put it in full size, uses the featured image, and save changes. Alright, so now I've got all 4 pictures I want to use as my slider, and I'm going to go down here to my plugins, and in fact to my settings, and then go to WP Nivo Slider. It says what category do we want to use to show all the pictures, and this one should be the slider one that's right here. Number of slices going through there, and we also have different types of animations that we can do. Slice down, left, right, things like that. So I'm going to save changes. So the slider is ready to go. I just need a place to put it. I'm going to put it on my front page right at the very bottom or right after the header. I'm going to go here to my appearance and to my editor. The editor allows me to directly add code into any one of my sheets, and I'm going to go to the main index page or the main index template, and right after where it says get header, I'm going to put in my slider code. That was the stuff that we selected and copied from when we first downloaded it. And if I say Control V as in Victor, it pastes what I had on my clipboard. I will update the file. Everything seems to be okay. And if I go back here to Student 6, this is the old my old look, but if I then do a refresh, boom, here's my Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's about 400 by 300 right now, and it should, yep, there it goes. It starts to go through, and we can see that it says Star Wars came out here, one of my favorite movies with Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus. So some of the other things that we were talking about before. Now this is only one of the looks that we could have for the Phantom Menace and how, or for the slider, and it's kind of going very quick. But actually there are an incredible amount of things that you could do with this slider. And for that, I would recommend that you look at the plugin home page. And again, we can do that by going here to the plugins, and then right here, the Nivo slider, we could visit the plugin site, and it's going to tell us about all the different things that we can do with the slider, and in fact even gives us a little suggestion. 9 different transition effects, clean markup, lots of things to tweak. Alright, thank you very much.